live. Man, this track has to be mixed. Gotta mix that one. And I need to find an artist for that one. That's one with all the flutes. That's with all the flutes. Bring out the flutes.
One of your joints from the band?
This is no, it's I worked with that flute player and he made a bunch of we made a bunch of samples together. And and then I started making tracks with them, and I'm like, wait, I need to do something with all these tracks because some of that stuff is like really, really cool.
Yeah, that's hot.
What's up, everybody? This is 3 Beats Later. This is the weekly beat making podcast. We get together every single week. We challenge ourselves to create new music. We flip samples. We do a little songwriting. We bring on guests, producers, artists, and we have interviews, and we just talk about the creations that we make each week. This is episode 126, which is crazy. And here we are, man. It's just me and Grim right now. I think we're gonna have some of the other crew kind of jump in from time to time. We got some announcements though, real quick. So if you haven't yet, make sure that you tell all your producers friends to watch 3 Beats Later. It's every Monday, 9 p.m. Eastern is when we stream live. We're a little bit late today. Apologies. I blame E. But we have a good show today. Yeah, hit the like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. You could follow us on Twitter and Instagram, and it is at 3beatslater.com, or actually at 3beatslater. And then you could also go to our website, which is the number 3beatslater.com. All right, so we got a pretty cool announcement because next week, March 13th, we have a special guest with us. We're bringing on guest producer. His name is Mini Producer, and he's going to be rocking with us. So if you don't know Mini Producer, go check him out online. His handle is, where is it? It's at Mini Producer. So it's crazy because when we first started 3 Beats Later, I met Mini Producer in kind of like a networking thing online through Zoom, and he's doing his thing right now. He's doing a lot of stuff. He's on a lot of podcasts. He's working with all different artists, and he's creating a lot of great content out there. So we're excited to bring him on next week. We are going to have him join us for the weekly challenge. The weekly challenge is going to be trying to flip some guitar samples that I put together. So I put together about 10 stems, and all of the stems will be available on our website. So real quick, I'll share my screen over here. So first, here is Mini Producer's profile. Go to @MiniProducer. Check him out and all he's doing. Look at this. I can't wait to hear all his stories, man. He is like really doing out there. He met Metro Boomin. Really good interviews with him and DJ Payne out there. A lot of other podcasts, and can't wait to talk to him. Okay, on our website is where you'll go to the number 3beatslater.com. If you scroll down, there's a link to our store, and on our store as well, I have a free download link. If you want the stems for this week's challenge, you could download the stems, which is right on the 3bl.sellfy.store. That's where all of our hoodies and stuff are, and some of our other challenges and stuff like that, and sample packs. So you'll see a new pack up. I should probably get it up later tonight. This is Monday. What is the date? 3/6. So yeah. So next, so tonight I should have that up. So I'll probably tweet it out and drop it out there for everybody.
Okay.
And Grim, man, you get to hear the stems exclusive. Power.
Power. Exclusive, silky, cheeky stems. You hear me?
Cheeky. Silky. So let's play some of the stems. So again, these are going to be passed to everybody in the 3BL crew. Mini producer's going to have these stems as well. We're all going to try to use them in some fashion. Really, you know, however you want to create a track using these, you can do that. You know, use a little bit of it, use a lot of it. It's up to you. So let me go update my audio and we could listen to this. So Grim, you're going to have to tell me what you think about this once I play this.
I like it. I see everything lined up. I like it. I don't need to hear it. I like it. That's a real nice cheeky stems is like always fire, man. So the guy has like tons of sample worthy bangers in this stuff, like just lined up, just hits. I mean, it's up to your mind what you want to do. You know, if you can't make a bang out of Cheeky's stems, something's wrong with your fingers.
Appreciate it. Hope this lives up to it. So I don't know. It's kind of, you know, it's in the key of F minor. It's 128 BPM. And it's 8-bar loop. It's layered. There's a lot of different layers. I'm going to play each layer and I'm just going to bring in a new element every time it goes through. So it's going to be about like a minute and a half of music. So here we go, Graham. Mute your engines. I'm going to play this. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear it too. Here we go. We'll let it rock. Yes. You're muted. That's it. That's the track.
I like that, dude. What are those? How many guitars you have in there, bro?
Woo! Too many.
I mean, isolation is the key, but all of them sound good. Like, especially the last. I think it was track. What's that track? 11.
Down
11,
here.
12? Was that?
Oh, these two.
Yeah.
This is weird. This is like, I don't even know. I was like delirious by the time I wrote this one.
like that.
And then this one.
Yeah.
So I could go check, I could go through it real quick.
Yeah.
So we got this was like the heart of it. So what's crazy is last week we talked about AI beats, right?
Yeah.
I used chordchord.com. Shout out to chordchord.com. And I'm gonna go to it really quick just so I don't actually. Yeah, I'm gonna stop this screen and go to the next screen in 1 second. Because I think it's
Chord.
worth talking about how we could use like the AI stuff, right?
Right.
So
Cheat code.
cheat code is chordchord.com just for like instant inspiration. Yeah, it's 4-bar loops. I mean, you can add as many bars as you want to. You could change the chord names around. But the cool thing is you could just go up and be like, all right, I want something in a minor. And then you can change the key right down here. So I want to do it in D flat minor. And it just generates chord progressions. Right? So I was messing with this and I just kept hitting generate. And then I kind of found like a really cool chord progression that I used to make this thing. The only thing that I noticed, and then we could talk about this a little bit further, is like sometimes it's creating things that really aren't in that key. That's what I noticed.
Yeah.
Which can be only an issue if like if you're thinking it's like only going to be in D flat minor, and then all of a sudden they throw a new chord in there that's not in D flat minor, that could be an issue. You know what I mean? So it's just, I noticed that right away, as like something to consider about chord, which isn't really an issue. It's just something to consider or whatever.
I wonder how many generated clicks it does that on, like, has to have a number on which ones is going on, a number on how many times you click the generate button when it's going to do that. Because I guess eventually it runs out.
Yeah,
so it has to throw in maybe a couple of filler chords from somewhere else, borrowed chords, I guess what they call it.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is. It's a borrowed chord, and it's like that's what makes some songs emotional and sound good.
Yeah.
But I'm just thinking of if someone is using chord from like a standpoint of they want an AI system to kind of like make something in a minor key, and if you didn't know that was a borrowed chord, you might have an issue. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But other than that, I don't have an issue with any borrowed chords. I'm just saying, like, that's one thing I noticed about a lot of these AI tools is like they could be rigid or they could like be outside of that rigidness, but they're not communicating like, hey, this is a borrowed chord. You know what I mean?
Take what we give you.
But so what I'm gonna do is stop sharing this screen. I'm gonna go back to the track. Anyway, so I use chord and it kind of gave me an okay progression, and I just said, all right, let's build off of that. And that's what you hear here. This is nylon guitar. So a little bit more of like a soft type of sound. Warmer, right? Sounds like classical sounding.
Do you have a compressor on there?
I do.
Ah.
Should I take that off?
No. It sounds good. I can hear, because I hear like, the threshold. I can hear it.
Is that good or bad, Grim? I don't know if
I mean, that's good. I'm not an engineer, so I'm like, like, hey, we got to get that out of there. But I mean, it sounds pretty good. You're not going to hear it once the other sounds come in, but so when you solo the track out, you can hear it more.
And I'm in a untreated room too, so that's you could hear like the that noise too is like my fingers on the strings. So that's the basis of the song. Then I used a bass guitar, right? It's nothing crazy, right? Because you guys are gonna do the crazy stuff. I'm just supplying the stems, right?
Supply the ingredients, and I shall bake.
The only thing that I threw in there just for like funsies was this ambient pads here.
Yeah.
This is glaze.
Oh, I have to get glaze. Did they just do an update on vocal sounds? Like,
did they?
More sounds, I think.
Oh man,
I think
I need to check it out. I'm in love with just using it as a pad tool.
Yeah.
It's because it sounds, I don't know, it just sounds really nice. I like this one. This is like the one right out of the box. It's like the first preset on glaze. It has like a little bit of glide and some distortion and white noise in there. I don't know. I like that a lot, right?
Yeah, it sounds
so
good.
Those two. So whenever I create like just a base level of chords, I need to make it a little more funky. And that's where this guitar line is playing kind of the same chord line, but it's like with feel and like turning it into riffs. So that's like the, it's a little more cheekiness is in that one, right? And that's double tracked. So that's like a left and right track is how I broke that down. So that's why it sounds a little more spread, I guess you could say. Yeah. So here's left. Definitely wider. It's not just copy and paste it. I did it twice, right?
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, you put the work in, my friend.
So it definitely is worth it, man. It gives it that wider feel, and you don't get any phasing issues or as much phasing if you were to just like try to like copy and do some BS.
It sounds good though. Nice and wide. Put the work in.
This is some weird fill. I just felt like that had to be there, so I threw that in there. And then the other cool thing is slide guitar. So I did it like call and response.
That's nice.
But you could actually just line them up if you wanted to and have it be harmonized.
That sounds better the other way.
Slide guitar, I need to like. I feel
That's
like
nice.
It's not utilized as much as it should in hip hop. I love to incorporate it more into hip hop. And then that's the last part was the weird kind of like, I don't even know, like just I called them trills.
Now, is that a preset you put on your guitar when you play it?
Yeah, so Logic has a bunch of different amp designers, just like GarageBand. GarageBand has all those different amps and pedals that you could use. It's actually it looks exactly the same, right? Because it is the same. So I used this preset, which is Cheap Thrills, and it's just it's like an amp modeler. So it basically is the quickest and easiest way to get a different tone out of your guitar without having to think about anything. You just cycle through the presets.
Okay.
You find an amp that sounds good, and you can maybe like make one or two tweaks. You can hear it's like totally adding like an EQ type of effect. So I'm going to turn the amp off real quick. Check it out. That's just basically dry. There's a compressor and EQ on this. Nothing crazy. I'm just cutting the low end. And here comes with the amp. Ready?
Yeah.
So it really sounds like kind of a little bit of a noisy amp, but it's also sounds like it's an EQ, like it's like a filtered effect, right?
Yeah, like a mid EQ.
Yeah, it's like cutting the lows pretty hard and the mids maybe a little bit, I don't know. And I put the same amp on the other one.
Yeah, that's dope.
So yeah, if you're messing with this, you could use anything, right? You could just
Pretty much.
say, I'm just going to use these parts and have like a spooky ass track. The beat part I did not make. That's just I threw in 2 Apple loops just to actually I threw in
Okay.
I threw the hi-hat loop in here just so I could have like a like rhythm while I was recording. I didn't want to record to just a click. That's kind of silly. And then I just threw any snare. I think this is just like a Black Kid snare. So I'm not going to put those in the stems. That is, I'm going to not put those in there. I think that's just not worth it.
Use your own drum sounds, man.
Exactly. What is worth it though is, and this is like the next part of the segment where I could talk about is I'm going to throw in the MIDI chords. So you'll have the chord changes there.
For the glaze or just the chord changes for the guitar?
For the whole thing.
The whole thing? Oh, sweet.
Yeah. So you'll have like every chord if you want to go in and
nice.
import this. Now you know what chords they are, and you can see, you know, how if you want to build different melodies and stuff like that, like what notes I'm using to build those chords. So nothing crazy. These are just like, you know, big stacked block chords. And that is how I built the glaze part. This comes from this.
Okay.
But that is the other, and Grim and I were talking about updates to Logic. That is the other thing that Logic updated was they have a thing called chord trigger, which I will show you really quick. Let's open that up. And this is where you can build your chords and say, like, I just want to press one note and have it play a chord. This is how you
like rip chord.
Yeah, it's the same idea. Like you press one key, the root, and it'll play the whole chord, right? Well, what Logic does now is it allows you to record the MIDI and like, I'm sorry, the output will look like the entire MIDI chord. Before it would just show one note.
Yeah.
Now it shows the whole chord.
So it shows what the actual chord is instead of just the one note.
Yes.
Because on Ableton, you would have to, once you play it out, like say if I use record, you would have to play it out, re-record it.
Re-record it, yeah.
Just to get the chords, the actual chords that's in the note.
Yes. That is the reason I updated Logic today. because that's exactly how that would work. If you have ripcord, if you have, I don't even know what the other ones are, Scalar or something like that.
Yeah.
And I also have Chord Prism that I kind of use it for the same type of thing. It's just to quickly create loops in a certain key and auto generate chords. But anyways, and if I would use that, it would do the same thing. It would just give you one note, like the root note, root note, root note, root note. So yeah, so that was like a cool update and allowed me to get the MIDI really quickly. So that's going to be included in the pack. So everybody out there who wants to use these stems, you will have the ability to download them. All you have to do again is just go to the number 3beatslater.com. And at the very bottom, there's a link to our store. So you'll see watch the latest episode, which should be this episode. You'll see the cool comic book image of the entire crew. And then you will see an old beat pack. And then maybe we'll update that to this one. And then a link to our store. And that's going to allow you to see the beat store and the merch store. And I'll put a new tile here, which will be this pack. It'll say episode 127 guitar stems. And all you have to do is go through there, click and download. And you'll have access to that. So
the silky stems.
The silky stems. Maybe that's what we'll call it.
Silky stems.
Silky stems.
Yes.
So what's good, Grim?
Well, today is just bring a beat to work day, I forgot what the stimulations was. What were they? Bring a beat, number one.
I thought it was just bring something you're working on, anything, right?
Yeah, I think it's anything, or old, new,
Old, new, something that maybe you added a little bit to from the last time you played it, anything.
Yeah. Or something, something old that maybe none of us probably would have heard or forgot about.
What actually, that's a good question. How much time do you have in a week to produce nowadays?
Oh, maybe I get a good 4 hours on a Sunday.
Man, I'm right with you, man. It's about to be 0 hours.
Yeah. double up, double up, double up. About to double up. Listen, I already know, man. Get 2 of them things in there, boy. Ooh-wee. It's over. As soon as you stop, for me, as soon as I turn my chair and put my headphones on,
something's happening.
Something's happening.
Today was it was let it go day. Let it go. Let it go.
Oh my goodness.
Yo, for some reason, my son is just on another level today.
Oh man, he's preparing for the new one, man.
He just was not listening to anybody. He's just like, oh yeah, I hear you.
He's like, I'm not feeling you though. I don't think I have. I don't think I should listen to what you're talking about right now. And technically, I'm ruling everything right now. So I'm just turn around and ignore you till I really feel the heat. And
technically, I run this.
Yeah. Especially boys. Boys tend to be a little bit more hard-headed. They're like, I just don't want to listen to you. And what are you gonna do about
it? I need to get a blood pressure monitor is what I need, I think.
Oh man. Has he knocked over any of your guitars yet?
That was his theme today, was like he's just gonna break everything. So, I don't, the guitars that are like really valuable to me, I'm like, he's like good with those ones, but all the other things that are like music related, he just will take, and he's just like, oh, and he thinks he's helping out, but it's just like, here you go. Like, but that wasn't the blood pressure thing. It was like, oh man, I don't know what, I don't even know, man.
Fatherhood, man.
So we're thinking that we're lining them up so one is like out of that crazy stage, and then the new one enters the crazy stage.
Oh man.
But I hear that that's not how it works.
No, it's not how it works. It's not how it works. It gets crazy.
Oh, all right.
It's crazy. Yes, it gets crazy. And it doesn't stop until they move out. So think of it like a mortgage.
Yeah.
30-year loan, 15-year loan. You gotta think about it.
Oh, look who showed up.
Oh my goodness.
Look who came to the party.
I cannot believe
it. Oh my God. He's here. He's here.
I cannot believe it.
What's good, Joe?
What's good? How you doing, man?
What's up, man?
Good, man. Good, man.
Good.
We were just talking about blood pressure monitors.
Yeah.
The fuck?
As related to your children causing high blood pressure.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, fair enough. I'm like, all right, we got to make a beat off blood pressure monitor sounds next. I'm with it. Making diabetes.
Diabetes.
Bro.
Oh,
you're gonna need that monitor though.
Look at this. Look who it is. Oh my goodness. I cannot believe it.
Come
out of the shadows.
What up, y'all?
P joining us every week. P is in the bathroom.
Yo, P always somewhere random. He had a mic set up for 1 week and returned it back to Best Buy. It's like, I like my phone better.
Joining us from the outhouse is P.SO.
Joining us from the outhouse.
I'm in the satellite right now. What's good?
Joining us from the outhouse.
Yo, how's
the
everybody?
outhouse doesn't have Wi-Fi.
Oh,
All right,
man.
if you're in the satellite right now, I need you to tell us if the Earth is flat.
It's definitely flat.
Don't start.
Man.
Don't do it. Don't do that, P. Don't do
Please.
that, P.
Don't do that.
It's flat. There's a shelf that falls off. And there's a waterfall.
I just want
a waterfall that just goes off the side.
I just want to know, like, if people
Oh,
believe that the Earth
man.
is flat, like, how come no one ever got lost? Like, yo, you ain't never like, oh, yo,
You
wait
ever
a minute.
walked off the edge?
Nobody walk up and I'm done with this shit. I'm out. Say something else. I'll take one more step. I'm gonna take this step.
So all the years of the Earth being flat, nobody walked off the edge.
When you walk off the edge, you just go to the other side. You just automatically flip
Oh,
to the
that's
other
how
Oh,
it
it's like
It's
like
a
Mario
teleportation
Brothers.
device.
Yeah.
It's like Donkey Kong.
You walk through a door and you just end up at a
Like,
different
if the
door.
Earth was flat and they was talking about population control, why don't just tip the Earth? And everybody just fall off, just slide off. Like,
or one big field trip to the edge.
It's
You
Pac-Man.
guys want to see the edge?
no, there are no pictures of the edge of the Earth, but
No
the Earth
pictures
is
of
flat.
the edge of the Earth.
Not a single one. Not even from an
Mhm.
airplane. No one's like,
Nope.
all right, guys, if you look over there to your right, you'll see the edge of the Earth. You're gonna go ahead and we're
Well-
gonna fly around that.
Well, according to the flat earthers, all the photos are false. They're all fake news.
How did we get here?
Let's get out of here. That's what we need.
Wait, okay, before we leave, I just want to know if all the round Earth pictures are fake. Where's the one real flat Earth picture?
Oh, they got them. They got them. Yo, you ever watch that? There's a documentary on Netflix about flat Earth.
No.
About this guy who he basically just like tries to find out what it's all about. So he
Then
like
walk to the edge.
Go to the edge, dummy.
he goes to the conferences and stuff, and apparently they use lasers to prove it. And like they try to like use a laser and shoot a laser across the
Why don't you
field.
just go to the edge
And
of
they-
the Earth?
And he mistakenly disproves it, right? I think I saw a
Right.
clip of something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he just proves it essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, wait, how high are you holding the light? And they're like,
I
hold
just-
it higher. Yeah, I think I saw like
So
a clip
basically,
of
the Earth is just one big ass record, right? And
Yeah.
guys, the DJ, we just scratching his drink.
And guess what?
You ever seen the Lauryn Hill video?
Yes,
You ever
that's
seen
that's
that?
the flat Earth theory.
oh my god.
Oh my god, dude.
Was it that thing? What was that?
It was it was that thing.
No,
No,
it was,
no, no,
it
it
was,
was,
No, it was everything is everything.
Everything is everything. Yeah.
You know, John Legend sang on that song.
Yes, John Legend. Yo, big
Oh,
shout out
really?
to John Legend. John Legend did. John Legend did Alicia Keys. You Don't Know My Name. The piano and the background vocals that sound like 1960s. He did the piano and the vocals on I'm Calling for what's the group? Oh my gosh, I'm Calling. What's the group? 2004, 2003 ish. I'm Calling. Oh my gosh, come on, man. Anyway,
Slum Village.
Slum Village. Yes, he did Slum Village, and he did the I Can't Live My
Oh,
Life
really?
This Way. He did the I Can't Live My and the piano on that joint. He got a
Yeah,
whole like
I know
medley where he performs all the songs he did.
That's what I was
Yo, all right. Back to real quick, since we on John Legend, real quick. Did y'all know
Oh man.
the You Don't Know My Name by Alicia Keys? The end of that song is actually so Kanye West made the beat, right? The end of that song has a very lovely string medley for like a string reprise for like 2.5 minutes. Kanye then went and sampled himself and made the song Comfortable with Babyface and Lil Wayne using the loop from the outro of the track that he made with Alicia Keys. So fire, man.
Recycle, reuse, reduce.
Yes, dude. Like I got a perfect beat for y'all. I spent all night making this beat. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You had the beat made 12 years ago.
Speaking of
That's
beats,
fire.
who has a beat?
I
Who
have
has a beat? Okay, then who?
Everybody
who-
should have a beat at this point.
Yeah, this is like
Bring your own beat.
Bring your own. Bring a
It's
beat,
BYOB.
Yeah,
Bring
whether
your
it's
own
an
beat.
old song or
Oh man, we should have named this series BYOB.
Pick them up.
There we go. Next one will be BYOB 2. We could have a whole series. Okay, so I already played the stems that you guys are going to use for the next week's challenge. So that's what we started with. You guys got, you got a cheeky, silky, cheeky track that we're all going to use for this next week.
Silky smooth.
So what you missed was I just let everybody know that we have a great guest next week. Mini producer is going to be joining us. Shout out Mini Producer. So he's going to partake in the challenge as well. I'm going to send out these stems. I'm also going to make the stems available on our 3BL Self-Fi store so everyone could download them. And and then everyone else play your track. Who wants to go first? Should I do the wheel or Grim? Did you want to start? What do you think? What do you guys think?
I'll play.
Okay.
I'll play a bit.
No wheel today. Wow.
No wheel.
I think we should. Well, no wheel. Come on now. Y'all want to do 12 dummy spins and a wheel?
Don't threaten me with a good time, E.
I'm saying. Get the people what they want, right?
I'll just sit here and dummy spin all day. Let's do one just for old time's sake. How about that? I'm just gonna put Grim.
Yeah, there's a Grim name on there by itself, and then the dummy spin.
Yeah, the big dummy.
The big dummy. The big dummy.
Here we go, people. Just because we know you love it. Here is a dummy spin, followed by the real spin. Who's gonna go first? Dummy spin. I said Grimes. Ha! Sorry about
Grimes.
that.
Wait, you ain't got no beat, Chicky?
It's Grimus.
E, you're going.
Whoa, he want to go. I was just saying, do the dummy spins.
Nah, look at see what happened. See what happened.
I denounce my throne.
Grimes.
Grimes.
It's opposite day. It's 4th grade. It's opposite day. Grimes beats gonna go.
Grimes.
No, E, the wheel has spoken.
No, he was ready to go. I just was, saying we should do dummy spins first.
Wow. And the first day that we were not going to do the dummy spin, here we go.
I mean, he was ready. He had his homework ready. I was just saying.
Grimothy.
Dummy spins.
Save the day.
Grimothy.
Grimbaland.
Man,
I'm the man from the big beat. Hey, what you gonna play around my way? All right, what beat you about to play?
Oh, shout out to Super. This is a beat I gave Super maybe like 2 years ago.
Oh, did he use it?
I believe so. He used it. I believe so. Can you guys hear that?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, mute up. it.
Woo!
Any questions?
Yes.
Can you
You
break it?
accidentally hit the space bar twice. just twice, just 2 times. Just one.
Ah,
Where did the horns come from? Where did the
I
flutes come
sampled
from?
that. I
Okay.
sampled
Okay.
that.
Okay.
And let me see what we had. I love the flutes, man.
Yes. Woo!
It's almost like Jethro Tull a little bit, but it's not.
That's
Yeah.
good, man. And it's like it's
You said you sampled Creflo Dollar?
No. That is from Illmind, Black Kid. Shout out to Illmind with that vocal drop. That's what I use that from. What is this? I forgot. I haven't listened to this beat. Oh, here we go.
that's just EQ differently.
Yeah, it's basically EQ.
Yo. Grim.
Yes.
Play just the drums, man. That's really knocking right
Yes.
there. Cause you got some crunchy stuff going on there. Yes. I heard it. Oh. We've got the grind. That's just nasty, man.
And let me see what else we got here. I don't remember this stuff. Let me see. Wow. What's that?
Everything is on its own.
Oh, okay. It's a drop.
So
Is that Black Kid too?
amazing. That
Yeah,
beats
it's Black Kid.
crazy.
I think I had just bought it. So I was going like hamburger on a bunch of sounds in there. What is that? No, yes, no.
So amazing. That beats blazing. That shit there is fire.
Just air candy. Drops, fillings. I call them fillings. And what is this? What is this?
What is this? What is this?
What is? Oh, that's the piano. Yeah, that was it. So, since I'm an older guy, what inspired me to make this beat is Kid and Play dancing,
Oh.
like house party. So, well, tempo beats, I like back in my days, it was like Kid and Play. You know what I'm saying? Always dancing. So it was like that tempo was like always the trigger tempo for me to be like, okay, something upbeat. I need something that people could dance to, something like that. But yeah, that was the main idea for this track, and that's it.
That's 90 BPM.
Yeah, that's 90.
Everything has so much energy. It's like it doesn't even
Right.
feel like it's like 90 seems too slow for the amount of energy that's in that.
Right.
Yo.
And it's kind of like with the filling with the drums and stuff, depending on how you use your percussion and your drums, you can make a track sound a little faster than what it is, more energetic. So I figured that out. You guys figure that out.
The subtle secrets. Grim is
secrets.
slowly.
And that is it.
Wow.
Damn.
That's nasty. What is the final track that Supa called it once he was done with it?
I don't know. I gotta ask him about that. It's been a minute. Jeez. I want to say the top of the pandemic.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Maybe. No. A little bit after, because
No.
this is April 10th. So Zoom days, I would say. The beginning of the Zoom sessions.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, good stuff, Grim. That's sick, man.
Appreciate it.
All right. BYOBE.
I like what you did there. See, so what happened was, apparently I moved all of my downloads.
Oh, wow.
Oh, here we go.
So all of my downloads are gone.
Hey.
So,
do you have Logic right now? Huh?
No, I don't.
No.
No, I don't. But y'all can keep talking for a second. I have to find the beat that doesn't have a sample in it. Because the beat I had, I was like, okay, cool, I'll play this drink, but I can't. So yeah. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about this venture into another DAW, right?
Yeah, what's going on, man? Give us the update.
Well, so here's the thing. I'm toying with two DAWs right now. The first one is Logic.
Okay.
First one is Logic, and I like it. It's simple enough. I love the ability to just drop a sample in there and be able to mess around with it, right? I'm also back on Fruity Loops, and I'm on Reason. So I'm dabbling between 4 different programs right now, deciding which one is going to be the one I carry through for the rest of the year. What I'm looking to do is simplify my workflow, my ease of use, and how quickly I can get from idea to concept without having to spend a bunch of time in the mechanical side of things, right? So that's really kind of what I'm looking to do. This year for me is about just expanding on what I did last year, with the placement and things like that, and getting more placements. But then get more placements, I have to pump out more material. To pump out more material, I need to have a stronger workload. You know what I'm saying?
Faster.
So, yeah, faster.
Reliable,
Yeah, exactly.
Efficient.
Yeah,
optimized.
and all of these things are not necessarily attributes of Logic, which is why I'm diving into all of them to see which one I like the most. So that's really where I'm at with it. So I moved all of my downloads to a different folder, thinking that I contained everything within my beats, and I didn't. So now I have to go back and take all of my sample tracks and put them back in a download folder so they'll open. So right now I'm looking for a beat that doesn't have any samples in it. So bear with me just a second, guys.
No worries. Yeah, if you want to take like a walkthrough too, I could walk you through some Logic stuff too, like some shortcuts and stuff like that.
Yeah, I might do that. I might need that. Yeah, so
You're muted. You're muted.
Grab muted. Graham, what you talking about, man?
P is not only is P in the outhouse,
Hmm.
but he's muted.
I'm
no
here.
video.
I'm still here. I'm still here. I'll put my video on in a couple minutes.
We'll be off in a couple minutes. We'll be off in a couple minutes. But yeah, that's
Nice.
great. Let's see. All right, I'm trying to find something, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sure. All
While
right.
we're waiting, we'll.
What is-
Oh,
All right, there you go.
okay, here we go. We got to beat.
I'm
We
about
got to
to-
beat.
I'm about to cheer. It's just gonna be audio though, because I can't walk through a beat. So here we go. It's one we've had on the show before, but I like it, so I'm gonna. Let me know if y'all can hear. The audio.
Mm-mm. No audio. No audio.
No audio?
No audio.
Grim, you hear that? No audio? How not?
No audio. There we go. Got you.
Okay, there we go.
Got you. Here we go.
Why you do this to me?
I was bopping to your metrodome.
Oh, there's a metronome on there?
No.
Wow, brother, you really gonna do that to me like that? All right, so there we go. So that was a beat from a challenge we did a while ago. Last year we had Martin Luther King Day, and we did the Martin. So you had to sample the speech by Martin Luther King. So I sampled the "I Have a Dream" speech, and
I have a strip club.
huh?
I have a dream of a strip club.
So yeah, that was the beat from there. Yeah, I had a different beat I wanted to play, but like I said, I have to load the samples back into the to the download folder. All of my tracks that I downloaded back into the downloads folder. So that's not gonna work this time. But yeah, that was the track. Yeah, man. I mean,
That was dope.
that was a beat right there. So
And if you want to break down, go back to the episode of Martin Luther King, and you get the
Yes.
full breakdown with
Yes.
the sample.
yes.
Yeah.
What episode was that?
Oh man, I don't know. That was a year ago. Last
I have to
January.
list the numbers in the titles.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, man.
What E? Do you remember what you used for those drums though?
No. Not at
Because
all.
you were using something for a while. I think you strayed away from it. It was like the joint where you just like turn the dial and it would like.
Yeah, I use that for like.
What was that called?
That was called Playbeat.
Playbeat. That's right.
I used Playbeat like most of 2020. And then 2021 came around. I'm like, I don't really like it. I really wasn't really feeling it. I still like it as a concept, but I really wasn't feeling it for what I was building.
What about it? Did you not like?
I mean, it's cool for like percussion, but it wasn't cool for like letting it control the whole beat itself. And with that program, you just literally put your sounds in and you can shuffle. You can set certain parameters. However, the beat is randomized.
It took the fun away from it, kind of.
It took the fun away from finding a drum beat that you actually liked, that you created, versus finding another loop that you just threw on the track. It made it feel like I was just randomizing a loop, and I didn't like that. You know what I'm saying? So even with like cymatics, in the beginning, I started using cymatics loops as they were. Then I'm like, nah, man, that ain't me. So I had to start chopping them up and stuff like that. So once I started chopping up cymatics loops, I'm like, what I look like using Playbeat as is. Now, if I'm making like a percussion heavy track that's like, super fast, that needs a lot of activity, I could throw all my sounds in there and then let Playbeat do what it do. But for me personally, I feel like Playbeat is something that if you don't have the ability to program drums, or don't have the style to program drums, or you just having one of those days where you haven't writer's block when it comes to the lower end of your beat, then Playbeat comes in handy. But I haven't used it in almost a year. Well, almost 2 years.
Yeah, I think I had it for the iPad, like the iPad version of it, or it was like some free version, like I was able to try out for a little bit. But it's $70 right now on Plugin Boutique if you're trying to mess with Playbeat. So
yeah, and it's Playbeat 2, right?
It says Playbeat 3.
Playbeat 3, yeah. So I have Playbeat 1, I believe. Either Playbeat 1 or Playbeat 2. So the new one probably has different features and some things going on with it. But like I said, for me, I love it for what it was, but I didn't need it anymore. That was really it for me.
It was for the time, baby, for that time and moment.
Yeah,
baby. Let it go.
Playbeat for the streets.
We not for a long time, for a season, baby.
Yeah, I remember that you could like automate or like generate random.
Yeah, like this is completely different right here. Like they didn't have the flam, they didn't have the pan. Like you had to manually go in and do all of those things that are at the top before. So yeah, man. I mean, and then they only have 4 tracks before. They have 8 now. So yeah, they've definitely stepped it up, and I like it. I definitely like the look of it. But me personally, I feel like where I'm at as a producer right now, I don't want to cut corners on that part of my beat making. That's not the part of it that I feel that I need to streamline. It's more so just the time from idea to actual concept is what I want to streamline, not necessarily the creative part of it.
I hear you. So I think that might be it for the show. E, if you wanna, I don't know if this is helpful for you, but if you want a sneak peek of these stems, I got you right here. Stems.
Sneak peek, bro.
Sneak peek. We played we got the hard tile reverb in P's microphone.
That's how I'm out here in our house.
Luke, I am your father.
All right, I'm gonna play this, and then I think we're gonna bounce, right?
Yeah.
Here we go. This is for E and P here. It's an 8-bar loop. I'm gonna send it to everybody. It's gonna also be available on that Self-Fi store.
Wait, so you sent it to I guess next week too?
Yeah, everyone's gonna get it.
Oh, so y'all gotta show up. Y'all bet not, yo. Listen. Either you got fire or you don't come. Don't show up without some fire. We have a guest that got these stems already.
And you know what? I might. So I'm on baby watch. So if something goes down, it might be E Grim holding it down. So just a
I'm
heads
with
up.
it.
Put it down.
I'm with it. P.O.P.
I'm gonna just play it the way I did in the beginning of the show, and then we could say our goodbyes as this plays. But here is the stems that everyone has access to. It is an 8-bar loop. You will have the MIDI chords, the bass loop, the nylon guitar loop, the ambient pads. You will also have some cheeky electric guitar, nylon guitar, electric guitar, with some funky trills right here. And some slide guitar. Slide, 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 slide. You also get some weird ass trills. .128 BPM, F minor. That's it, y'all. Woo! 3 beats later. 3 beats later. Cool.
Hold up. Hold the hell up.
Hold up.
Wow.
Hold the hell up right now. Hold on 1 second, brother. Did you just say that we might have to hold down the show next week? But you made a beat?
I mean, I made the stems, so
You made a beat.
That's how you get out of it. Hey.
I made the stems.
but you made a beat.
I did my part.
But you made a beat.
You gotta show me your magic.
But you made a beat. You didn't make stems. You made the beat and you stemmed it out.
No, the beat is just
You made a
loop.
track. That's a track. That's a track.
The beat that you heard on that track was just like 2 Apple loops.
No. You heard it. You made a track, bro.
I
That's a
made
track.
a layered idea.
Which is
And
a track.
actually, we talked about it at the beginning of the show. I used chord to auto-generate some cool chord loops, and the one stuck, and I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna make something off of this. So using AI, for sure, more.
Well, that's dope. I like that a lot. Dang.
Cool.
I want to get to work.
All right. Well, I haven't sent it to everybody, so you'll get it in like 45 minutes. I gotta bounce them all out and then zip them, and then you'll get it.
Put the metadata on there.
Put the metadata.
Run it through his ASCAP BMI. You know what I'm saying?
Give me your IPI number.
Right.
We need to have a class on how to copyright samples, like some BMI stuff, sample stuff.
Yeah, we need
a nice guest for that.
We need to bring an expert.
An expert to help that out.
If you know one.
So I got one. I actually been speaking to him recently. Old college buddy of mine who does entertainment law. And he does a lot of contracts for a lot of artists and stuff. So he'd be the ideal guest, because we haven't really dived into the legal stuff on the show. So I need to pull him up because he's been trying to holler at me too.
Yo, let's do it. Let's talk about yo, there's a lot of legal entertainment lawyers in like the online social beat scene that kind of like give advice here and there. There's like a lane for that for sure. Like even just in the whole beat community, having to like license, do exclusives, all that good stuff. Like there's a lot of like weird red tape that people get tied up in. So yeah, EP, hook it up. Hook it up.
We gotta do him and we gotta do Willie Green. So yeah, let's get them on here.
All right. Well, I think that's it. Everybody have a great week. I'm gonna send out these stems And peace. Any last words?
Peace.
Peace.
Peace. Peace out, y'all.